Welcome to my instructional video of creating an acrostic poem using the website readwritethink.org. Readwritethink.org is an educational website used by professionals, teachers, educators, and students. Readwritethink.org is a great website for teachers to use to find activities that engage students to participate in literacy, online literacy activities. We are going to learn how to make an acrostic poem using the website and the student interactive section of the website. To find the student interactives, we're going to click on the Classroom Resource button, which is at the top left-hand corner, and we're going to scroll down to the second choice, Student Interactives, and we will click on that. And as you can see, the Student Interactives comes up to the main screen. And we're going to make it easier to find, we're going to click on the See All Student Interactives, which is in blue. The second resource that is shown, number 2, is the Acrostic Poem Interactive. We're going to click on this online tool. And it brings up the main acrostic poem screen. And we're just going to click on that. And if you notice, the acrostic poem comes up in a separate window. I'll just move it over here. And I am going to maximize this window so we can see it a lot better. As you can see, we're on the main screen for the acrostic poems. What is an acrostic poem? An acrostic poem uses the letters in a topic word to begin each line of the poem. All lines of the poem should relate to or describe the poem. So, for example, this poem is called Sun. And in each line starts with the letter in the word sun. So shines brightly, up in the sky, nice and warm on my skin. So that's an example of an acrostic poem. Let's see what we can create ourselves. So we're going to click the button that says Get Started. First thing I'm going to do is type my name. And I'm going to think of a topic word that would be appropriate for my poem. Because I like seasons, and I do a lot with different seasons, I'm going to write my poem about the season autumn. And then I'm going to click Continue. And it pulls up another screen, an area where we can do some brainstorming. Brainstorming is thinking of a list of words or phrases that have to do with your topic. So I'm just going to start brainstorming some activities that I like to do in the fall. Picking apples, harvesting, football games, tailgating at football games, love to go on hikes, it's not as hot in summertime, camping, campfires, and the falling leaves. Those are some of the things that help me think of this season, autumn. The next thing I'm going to do is click on continue, and this is where we're going to get to write our poem. So you notice here my words that I already brainstormed are on the right hand side of the screen. And here is like a blank template waiting for us to write each line in our poem. So we're going to use the words that we brainstormed to help write the acrostic poem. Just pull this up just a little bit. Okay. So our first letter is A. And you notice I scrolled over the letter A and it brought up some hint words just in case we get stuck. So if we can't think of a word that starts with one of the letters in our poems, they give you a little list of hints that you might be able to use. So I don't really need one of those hint words for the letter A because I already have apple picking on my brainstormed list. So apple picking. Under a clear sky. I might add the word blue sky to be a little bit more descriptive. Now the next letter is T. What can I do in autumn that will start with a T, or a phrase that will begin with a T? How about tailgating? On Sundays. Another U word. Those are a little bit tricky, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the hints that they might give me. Under, until, up, uses, usually, maybe until the leaves fall. The next one, letter M. Making a campfire. And you can just write anything. If you think of anything that goes with your topic, it would be appropriate. And the last letter is the letter N. How about never forget the pumpkins? It's a nice fall activity that we do. Okay, so there you have it. There is my autumn poem. Apple picking, under a clear blue sky, tailgating on Sundays, until the leaves fall, making a campfire, never forget the pumpkins. So there you have it. There's my acrostic poem. I'm going to click the finish button or the back button if I had to make some changes. I think it's good the way it is, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the finish button. And it pulls my acrostic poem into view of what would be printed. So I have a choice. I can review the poem, make some changes if I need to, or if I am satisfied with how my poem looks, then I can either print it, save final poem to someplace on my computer, or I can share the final, which includes email. So there you have it. I have written my acrostic poem, and it's a great tool for kids to engage in just a type of literacy activity.